I've got a minute if you need something. Did you want to take over for... I'm starting to get the feeling that this is all a warm-up before she takes over Antiva and a...
What do you think of our...
Find him a war or something. If he spends any more time in the yard drilling, Josephine will have him killed.
What do you think of...
She scares me. Mostly in a good way. At least I'm reasonably sure she's on our side. Back to work. Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
Can I...
You want to talk about me? Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can... I'll tell you what I can.
What could the temp...
In Kirkwall, just having the lyrium idle before it turned her into a lyrium... Maybe they thought the power was worth it, or maybe they didn't know the consequences. I've got a minute if you need something.
I want to know...
I'll tell you what I can.
I've seen it infect people like a disease and turn them to lyrium. How can it do that?
That's a good question. To tell the truth, we don't really know what that shit can do to a person, and I don't want to find out.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah. Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
What can you...
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
How did you first...
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carter. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a rune in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the rune, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful Darkspawn.
I've never heard of Wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control Wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The Wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The Wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a Darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a Magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the Blights.
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
All right, I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem. Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
I've read...
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead. Looking for someone to talk your ear off?
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
What's so surprising about that?
Well, you have met Cassandra, haven't you? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
I'm sure it's not as terrible as you think.
Oh, there are a number of critics who'd be happy to argue with you. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra? Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.